I'm halfway on my journey in Assassin's Creed Shadows to max level. It's a lot of fun so far, but looking back, I realized I could have progressed faster and easier if I had just known certain details sooner. So let's go over them and hopefully they'll be of use to you as well, such as getting this legendary trinket called Oni's Fury, which gives you plus 15% damage per non-legendary gear equipped. So by using anything but legendary gear, this bonus can stack up to 60% extra damage. And especially early game, this can make a big impact during combat. You can find Oni's Fury at Terutsutsuki's Den southeast of Osaka. When you want to get more legendary gear though, this katana called Bloodshade is a great one to have early on, which you can loot on this ship off anchor in the port of Osaka. Once on board, you'll find the loot chest in the top cabin. Now it has a bleed affliction effect of 18% and a perk that says affliction buildup is not lost over time, meaning that you're guaranteed to eventually apply the bleeding effect to your enemies, causing them to take a lot more damage. To make this weapon even better, you can apply this engraving that triggers a 600% affliction buildup when you're hitting vulnerable enemies. At least that's the theory, because unfortunately at the time of recording this effect seems to be bugged, because when I double checked my statement by looking at the footage frame by frame, you can see there's no huge increase in buildup, although it remains a bit vague, at least to me, what the 600% is based on. Whatever the case, we'll have to wait until this gets fixed. The engraving can be bought from the gear vendor near the lumberyard south of Yoshino in the Yamato region. But even when you're unable to get the engraving yet, Bloodshade is still a really good weapon, especially against tougher enemies such as the Samurai Daisho and the larger enemies which you'll often come across early in the game. They can't be assassinated and they have a way of messing up your entire plan, but if you upgrade your Hidden Blade ability, then you can assassinate them as well, which will save you a lot of time and rations. Speaking of rations, you can actually increase your healing power by building a tea room in your hideout. Once you've progressed the main storyline to right around when you unlock Yasuke, you can pick up a mission called Tea Balls for Rikyu. It requires you to pick up 7 tea balls, but after you've bought the first one from a vendor nearby, you can just go back to the tea master and he'll unlock the tea room for you, which increases the healing power for your rations by 20%, which is a huge improvement. And to give your assassinations a better chance to succeed, if you go to Yamazaki Castle, you can loot the legendary Yurei Walker hood, and over at the Shoryuji Castle, these legendary Yurei Walker robes. The hood will remove 2 health segments on Assassinations in Shadows, and the robes will make enemies less efficient at detecting sounds, instantly making you a better ninja. Now of course you can add another engraving to both gear pieces to enhance them even further. A great way to test how good this set is at Assassinations is by ambushing Ronin. Now I mentioned a couple of reasons to travel by road as much as you can in my previous video, but one I haven't mentioned yet is that you'll have a chance to come across Ronin, which you can recognize mostly by their typical Edo style straw hat. They're mostly found on main roads in and around towns, and they're always carrying valuable loot, which makes them a perfect target. Just be aware that they can put up a good fight and have a chunky health pool. And before we move on, if the video is helping you out so far, give it a like and subscribe, because I'll be posting more AC Shadows content soon. You'll also want to focus on expanding your hideout. The best way to gather the resources you need to build and upgrade with fast is by tagging as many stockpiles in warehouses per season as you can. In the beginning, you'll need 2 scouts for each time you tag a stockpile, but by upgrading your stables, this is reduced to 1 scout. When you run out of scouts, you can always refill them, or I guess hire one at your hideouts, effectively exchanging Mon for resources. To increase your total number of scouts, you can build the study, with each level upgrade giving you 1 additional scout. Also, once you've progressed the main story to the point where you unlock Yasuke, you can build the Terra building, which will increase your XP gain by an extra 10%. Killing enemies only gives you a small amount of XP, so if you want to level up fast, these are several things that will help you with this. Going after some of the early targets on the objective board will give you lots of XP and some good loot along with it, which in turn helps to keep combat in balance. But when you want to level fast, you should definitely focus on upgrading a Kakurega to level 3. This will give you access to contracts and more hideouts across the map. Contracts are small missions you can complete for at least 1000 XP each, and they're quite easy to complete once you get the hang of it. And having more hideouts will allow you to fast travel around much more efficiently. Another thing about hideouts is you want to have one in each region, because you can pick up 3 contracts per region every season. So this way you can pick up a good amount of missions in a short amount of time and complete them quickly to level up faster. A few quick tips for completing the ones where you need to destroy supplies or assassinate a leader. Usually the objective is located at one side of the camp, where you can simply throw a kunai through a windshield to kill the leader and a shuriken to destroy the supplies without losing time to go through all of the enemies. It's a quick way to complete the mission and just get XP. If you think this video was helpful or enjoyable, please give it a like. It will help the video stand out on YouTube, and subscribe, because I'm already working on more AC Shadows content to give you more tips and tricks. Let me know in a comment if there's anything in particular you'd like me to take a look at, and I'll follow up if I can. Thank you guys for the support, and I hope to see you in the next video here on the channel. Bye guys.